All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins.
Watch the eye. Wrong on. 36. Please. We're good.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Let's go.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, it's Sanders. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
45 to Mike. Go on, D. Hey, check Mike 45. Go. He's crashing. He's checking.
Now Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 35-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Great.
This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Sanders. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw is Wentz. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Check 52. Hey, check up.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Dante Fowler. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 33. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Switch. Let's go. Drive on. Hey. Drive on. Let's go. Get set.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Check hot route. Hot.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
57's the mic. Rock 57. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, clean. Check.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Forced out to his left. And got his man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Check 50. Hey, he's coming. Double up. Go. Double up.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check 99. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
From the 22, Haskins. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
You go tight. Yo. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard
57's the mic. Rock 57. You better be afraid. You
Looking to throw, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Show it up.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Haskins on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
X3, 218, chop. And kill. 5. Lefty.
Watch out. Check.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make...
Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alpha. Let's find 7. Let's find 7.
Joker. Switch.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
High 7.
Switch. No. Off.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. It's Johnson. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll run it with Johnson, and they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
74.
Slam. Watch the air.
Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
45, 45, 45.
45.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Slam.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Push him back. Push him back. Check.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
At the Eagles' 45-yard line.
2nd down, Haskins. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
45, 45, 45, 45. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 4. Check. Hey. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Check 50. Check 50.
Hey, 81. Switch gears. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Safe. Safe. Safe.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99. He's coming. He's coming.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 29-yard line.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Check 26. Check 26. Pick down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They run. It's Johnson. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go. Check 3.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Watch the shift. Check 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Bang. Shift. Check. Crunch.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
Spurs! No! Watch out!
Here we go with Johnson. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there for Philly. 51. Spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to